Hi everyone, welcome to my studio. My name is Diane Fago, and here on my channel I share with you my working in my art journals. I do several different kinds of art journaling. I do work in this Nomad book, which I'm going to share with you today. I do a lot of collage with magazine images and junk journaling and glue booking, and then every now and then I do some mixed media on some little art cards and things like that. But today I'm going to share with you my working on a couple of pages here in my Nomad book. I actually started working on these two pages back in October of last year, and this is September of, 2024. So I started this in October of 2023, and I worked on it a bit, and then I stopped and kind of pretty much forgot that it was in here. I hadn't been working in this journal at all. And last week I was going through my laptop and I found some video of me working on the pages in here, and I went ahead and finished those pages in this book, and I have uploaded a video where I am working on those two pages from beginning to end. So I have all of the video footage that I recorded back in October, and then I added on to the end of it whenever I started finishing it up the other day. And so that video turned out to be almost 2 hours long. And since it was so long, I thought that it might be nice to have a shorter version of my process of finishing this, since what I did in October of last year is I started from the very beginning. So I had a couple images in mind that I wanted to use, and so in the long version of this video, it is my complete process of working on these pages. So from flipping through this book to figure out what pages I wanted to work on, to picking out the words to go on it, to everything. And that's why it's so long. So it has my full process of doing these pages. So for this video, I thought that I would just share the new footage that I did the other day, because when I stopped working on these pages in October, I didn't have anything glued down. I hadn't done anything. It was all of the beginning steps, and I hadn't done anything else was when I stopped. So where this video is going to pick up at is me a couple weeks ago when I opened this back up, and I am figuring out how I want to have everything on here. You get just figuring out the words again and things like that. So this is much shorter. It's pretty much just me just kind of trying to remember where I left things off and getting things glued down, and just that part of the process. So I hope that you enjoy this, and if you have any questions, please be sure to ask, and I will do my best to get back with you as soon as I can and answer them. If you're new here, thank you so much for being here. If you are one of my followers that's been with me for a while, thank you also, of course, for always being here with me and supporting me. And if you're new, I would love for you to go ahead and subscribe. Of course, likes are great, and anything like that is very helpful for me. So I'm going to go ahead and we will get started on just finishing up these pages. The link to the long version will be down in the comments below, and let's get started. Okay, so now here we are back. It is actually September 10th, 2024 now, and I'm pretty sure that the first part of this video, well, I know it is because on my watch I could see a Halloween watch face, so I know that the first part of this was recorded in October of last year. So let's see where things are in here. I have not opened this up since I had done that worked on that video last year. So I know I've got a couple of pages where I was starting on things. I actually have another video that I had started where I'm working on this one here, and
Actually, I've got plenty of time today, so I might go ahead and work on this one too later in a separate video. But for now, let's finally get this one done. I don't even know what all's going on here. I probably should have gone back and really watched this. I know I had some words going on to put over part of this. So let's see if I can manage to put this back how I had originally thought, or maybe something different is going to happen now, since it's been a while since I worked on all of this. But I know that all of this is like this because I wanted to cover up that there, and all of this goes over here. So really the part that I'm not sure about, and I'm sure I can figure it out, is what words I had put here, which I know that I was changing this to I am beautiful, not you are. I remember that. Where's my clip? I'm going to clip this down because that's just kind of trying to bubble out a little bit. I'd rather that be flat. There we go. Okay. So that's going to be to the side here for a minute. Let's see. Yeah, I need to not mess with these. Let's do this other side first, and then I can figure out the words for this page. Because this, I know, it's just a matter of putting stuff down. And I want to make sure that I line. I want to line the shadow up down here with the shadows that's in the image. So I'm just going to use mono adhesive to put this down because it's quick, it's easy, it works really well for me in this journal. I like using mono adhesive when it's just paper to paper like this, when it's, you know, not a big huge full page. Putting down a full image. Like in my big collage journal, I would actually use a glue stick to put the whole thing down. But in this journal, I like, there's my eye. In this journal, I just like using mono adhesive. So that's good. I don't want to overthink it. And for the floral, I am going to use my liquid glue. This is what I've been using. I picked this up at Michael's. Because it was the best amount of glue for the price. So I have to be pretty frugal when it comes to what I purchase, and so I try to get, you know, the best quality, the best quantity for what I'm paying. And I have just been putting it in these little squeeze bottles with the little needle nose point on it. And it has been working really well for me for putting down these florals that I like to use so much. The bottle does have a pretty fine point into it, but for me, I really need the super small. So I think these are little Tim Holtz bottles. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I know I did pick them up at Michael's as well. So let's go ahead and get this down. And this glue does stick really well. I just was working in a different journal in a video the other day and had decided that I didn't like something that I had glued down, and I was trying to peel it off, and it did not want to peel off at all. So so that's good. You know, it sticks well. But in that moment, I was wishing that it hadn't, but I ended up making it work. So let's see if I can get this down where I want it. How did I have this laying? How come it looks different? Okay, well, is this twisted? Can't tell. Nope. There we go. Boy, that is really delicate right there. Putting that glue on it, excuse me, putting the glue on it really made it even more fragile. I'm just patting it down with a little piece of, this used to be a t-shirt of mine, and I'm patting it. I'm not rubbing it, because if I rub it, there's a chance I could snag it on the edge of one of these little pieces and tear that, and that would be a bummer. So let's see. The Ordinary Arts, we practice every day at home, are more important to the soul than their simplicity might. There we go. And then I've got the person who said the quote here, Thomas More. I'm going to put this down at the bottom. Well, this little nubby here, there. Oops, let's put it on upside down. I need to clean my tweezers. They've got stuff on them. I think I just want to put this over here. I'm not sure. I don't want it to get lost in all the floral stuff over here. Maybe I should put it on this side. I don't know if I like it up that high, so let's see. Maybe I should go ahead and cut this one. I was trying not to have it so it was like so they weren't all totally the same, but here we go. See, this is when I can start just like completely overthinking things. I don't know if I like it on that side. And I don't think I would like it down here. kind of like how this is open. I didn't really want to cover up a lot of the flowers on here, but I'm going to let that sit for a minute because I don't want to like be rushed, because I know I can feel myself trying to rush since I know that this video is already like 40 minutes long, and now I feel the pressure of finishing this quickly, and I don't want that to influence my decision on where I place the words. I kind of like it here. I'm just lining it up with the side a little bit. I could probably line it up completely with this, but like I said, I really wanted to keep some of these, the white flowers not covered, but then again, I like that being open. So I'm gonna let that sit for a minute and let that sit and marinate and try to figure out that in a second. So over here, be in my best moment. Let's see, what is this? I'm not sure what that is. Okay, let's see, what was I trying to say? I should have gone back and looked. Strength and daily inspiration. Find strength in, there's the I don't know if I have a, oh, well, no, wait, I think I know what this was. I think I figured that out. Let's see, what's this? It's okay, I'm not sure what I was going to say. Find strength and daily inspiration. I don't know what this "it's" is for. And I don't see any other words. Am to I believe what I was going to do with this was change this around. Right now it's MA, and I'm pretty sure I was going to swap these letters around and turn it to AM. So I'm going to do that. Going to build my own word here. Sometimes it's not easy to find some of these words that you would think would be easy, like am. Sometimes it's not easy to find bigger bigger ones. So there's am there. I'll let that dry and then I'm going to trim it. Or I could just use that to cover up the UR. I might do that and just get an I, because an I on its own is not big enough to cover up the U. You know, I think I'm going to do that. Let's see. There. That works. Okay. And I'm just using a glue stick for this. Try not to make it straight. I wonder if I should get a bigger I. I guess that's all right. Okay. All right, so I wonder if I'm missing a word, because it's something to. I wonder if a word has fallen out, or if I'm not seeing it, if it's stuck behind something, because there's got to be a word that was going to go here. And since this has been sitting so long, it is very likely that it fell out. Unless I had it this way. It's best to be in my moment. I wonder if that's the way that I had it. Okay. All right, so I actually went back and looked at the video, and this is the way that I had it. It's best to find strength and daily inspiration, be in my moment. Okay, so I was not quite sure how I had that, and was afraid wasn't getting it the right or whatever. So, all right, I'm going to move these out of the way and start adhering this stuff down. And keep this in the right order so I don't forget again. And so I did have all the words, I just had part of it separated out, not the right way. So, okay, I'm going to put this one down first. And once again, I'm just going to use my mono adhesive. I really, I don't know if you can hear me over that. I really love working in this book as a journal and working on top of these pages like this. It is a really fun way to start and to use what's in the book. I'm not quite sure how close I want to put that to the edge. I guess I'll leave. I don't really like that white, that gray spot there, but I don't want to have, I'm afraid if I put too much stuff right here in the, well, I don't know what, I can't, my brain just totally shut down. I don't want to put it as close to the, where the signature is, because that will really, if I did that for every page, it would completely bulk up this book really quick. By having, you know, lots of stuff there along the edge. So I don't really like that, but I don't, the alternative is not as good. I guess I could even paint over that if it really, really bothered me. But what I was, which kind of goes to what I was getting ready to say, is that I haven't completely decided how I want to progress with this book, with this journal, as far as working in the pages in it. I'm going to go ahead and put her down low enough so that she covers this part up. It's not that big of a deal, but I think I'm going to. But this book has a ton of pages. It's not wanting to stick to this. I need to put it on the side. Hold up. I'm going to glue it on this side. It's hard for me to press it down over there. Well, this mono adhesive is not wanting to come off on this paper, which is a really weird thing, and it does this. Actually, is it empty? Well, that might be part of the problem. No, I don't think it's empty. Let me see. Some of the Bella Grace papers, it doesn't like coming off on either. There we go, that's better. So as far as working through this book, I'm not quite sure what I want to do. There are a ton of pages in here, and the paper is a really nice, sturdy paper. And let me see here if I can flip this back. There's 250 some odd pages in here in the book itself. So, and it's a hardcover, and I do not know if it would be even possible to do something like this, some sort of collage on every single page in this book without the book just, you know, being completely like opened up, like, well, like my junk journal. You know, it won't, my junk journal just won't even, it stays open. It's open all the time because it's just so full. And I'm afraid that that's what this will do. So I'm kind of torn on what to do, if I should just kind of keep on working on this as I get to pages, because I am kind of working in it wherever. I'm not working in it front to back. I am, you know, as I find an image that I want to use and it works somewhere inside this journal, then that's the page that I do at that time. So I'm wondering if I'll just kind of keep on doing that, and then when it gets to the point to where this book is starting to get too bulky, then maybe I can start removing pages from it that I know that I might not really ever work on, or ones that I don't like. I'm going to use a glue stick for this, and I'm going to glue part of this down. I'll tell you why here in a second. So that's kind of where I'm at with it, because I don't want this to just get super huge and super crazy, and it can if I just keep on working on it and try to add on every single page. But I don't necessarily want to now start pulling pages out, because there might be one in here that I might like to, you know, that might work for something. So for now, I'm just gonna kind of work in it bit by bit and see. And I'm lining up this stem with the edge of this image, and I didn't I did not put glue on everything because I'm going to go ahead and then slip this in because I want this to be level. I was afraid that if I glued it in beforehand, actually I think I'm going to do this one. If I glued it in beforehand, there was a chance that I would get this in lopsided, and I did not want to do that, and I've done that before. So anyways, that's kind of where I am as far as with working in this. It's going to be quite a while before I get to that point. I've done a handful of pages in here, probably more than what it feels like that I've done, but how much of that flower? I don't really want that to go over her shirt. Okay, so this is even, and what I'm gonna do, because this is just how I am and I hate for things to go to waste, I'm gonna reach back here and kind of eyeball this, and I'm gonna cut this off. I need to put glue here. Doing this kind of awkward. I already got a glue stick going. There we go. Put a little bit of glue there because that dried on me. And I've got some glue right there. So I'm going to try to very carefully rub that off. And this magazine image is a little bit thicker than most, so I was able to rub a little bit of that off. So now, see, I've got that. And I mean, if I wanted to, I could probably tuck it someplace. Actually, up there. Excuse me. My nose is kind of sniffly this morning. I could tuck it up there, or I could just put this in my little basket of stuff. I kind of like it up there. Or if I really wanted to, I could put it over on this side. Alright, so let's see. Now, figure out where we want to put all these words at. And I'm just going to use a glue stick to glue these down. And I've just got a piece of, this is actually a piece of parchment paper. A lot of times I just use deli paper, but it's what I like to place these on, and then, you know, rub the glue on it, and that way I'm not getting glue on my work area. I'm not getting it on my work area, and, you know, if I'm out and about somewhere and I'm working in anything like this, I always take a piece of paper like that to use to protect the table that I'm working on, because I don't ever want to leave a mess when I go and work somewhere. So let's see. It's best to, I don't think I need that. That's extra. It's best to find strength in daily inspiration. All right. Now, let's see. These words are kind of up here in this green. They're getting lost. Don't like it up there. I don't really care for it there. Nope. Okay, well, All right, let's do this. I don't think I would want, no, let's keep it all down here. I'm going to put those down first. Kind of start at the bottom and work my way up. That'll help me keep it as spaced as I want and hopefully somewhat even. I don't think I like it like that. Do we want it like that? Or do we want it like that? Well, it kind of fits. Let's. All right. When I went back to look at what I had originally put on here, I found I found another part, a video from this that I had done. So this is quite a bit longer than what I had originally thought, but that's all right. I mean, it does take a while to put these together. I used to always do sped up videos. I never did ones where I talked. I always did sped up. And oops, here anymore. I'm sure a lot of that was because my kids were little, so, and you know, they were home. And so I was still working in my journals, but I had noisy little kiddos in the background, and so I just always did sped up videos. And now that they're both teenagers, it's a little bit easier for me to do this. I'm not sure what people prefer. I don't know if you would rather it be sped up, or if you'd rather, if you like it slow like this and listening to me ramble about why I do things the way I do, or if you'd rather it be sped up. So that's just kind of one of those where I don't think there's no way to please everybody, so I do my best. But I guess I feel now that, and I know that I'm like this, I kind of like the ones that are longer, because there are days and evenings where I do get kind of lonely, and I will put on a video of somebody working in their journals, or you know, if it's like someone's doing a live stream or a recorded live stream, a lot of times I will put those on in the background, and it's just kind of nice to have a little bit of company, somebody to create with virtually. So I guess that's another reason why I've kind of been doing it this way. But I would really like to hear your opinions on that. Once again, I know I can't, there's no way to make everybody happy. I know some people like it quick, like it sped up, and some people like it real time. So I think I'm gonna put this here. I don't really want to cover up this area, and I think that's probably where it's going to be. And I don't think I like it down here. I'm going to move this around one more time, and then I'm going to commit, because This video is long enough. Speaking of long videos, I don't think I would want to do something like this. Split it up a little bit. I wish that this quote was, you know, on something that, you know, was on a solid background instead of it being on this textured looking background. Do we like that? Oh, my overthinking mind. Is it that big of a deal? That's the thing. Is it really that big of a deal? I guess I could maybe, well, I don't want that upside down. Actually, I kind of like that because that opens up these flowers, and I really want those to be shown. So I think I might do it like this. All right, I think I'm gonna leave it like this because, like I said, I am overthinking this ridiculously. It's just, it's crazy. So I'm gonna, let's see. I think I'm gonna start here at the top on this one. And I'm just lining it up kind of along the edge of this image here. Make sure I've got this in the right order. The ordinary arts we practice every day at home are of... Oh, see, look, I did it. Oh, I'm glad I checked that. Oh my goodness. All right. I got so focused on the order on how I wanted it, I've gotten these out of order. The ordinary arts we practice every day at home are of more importance to the soul. So this goes here. Okay. More importance to the soul. And there's, okay. Whew, that was close. Oh my goodness. All right. That was a close one. You all probably were watching that too. Saw it. Maybe if you can read this from your view, you're probably like, don't, yelling at me through the camera saying, don't put it down, it's in the wrong order. Okay. I know I've done that before in the past and not noticed it until I posted, you know, like a photo of it online, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I like completely have that written out wrong. It happens. It happens. Okay. So let's see, I think I'll start with this one. Okay. Scoop that one up a little bit. I'm gonna, after after I get done with this, I'm going to leave this out to dry a little bit because I've kind of shifted these just a smidge, and I want to make sure that's good and dry before I close this. That's one thing about using glue sticks, is a lot of times you've got a little bit of wiggle room to move things around. Like I could probably still move these around if I wanted to. I could kind of shift them a little bit. All right, there we go. So now let's see, should we adhere down this other little bit of flour? If I could turn this upside down, I would maybe put it on this side. I don't know if I necessarily like it over there. And I might, you know, let's just, I don't know if it, yeah, that doesn't work behind her. And it wouldn't work there. Not enough room there. I don't really want it to cover over her. It's got a little bit of a stem right there. And there's a little bit where whenever I was moving it around on something, I pulled some of the paint off. So I'm just going to cut that off. Excuse me, and make it look like a petal down there. There. Yeah, I think I'll stick it there. Might as well. What the heck, right? If I didn't put it there, I would place it in, I've got a little basket that's full of just little bits and pieces and leftover half cut out parts of flowers and whatnot, just like this. I've saved all of these because I always use them somewhere. Never fails. I can always find a place to use them to fill in here or there. So, okay, I think we did it. It took me, what, almost a full 12 months to finish these. I started these in October. It took me 11 months because this is September. So, how about that? I really like it though. I like how it turned out. I like how they both kind of flow together as far as in the color schemes and whatnot. And got everything down right. And then next, I know I've got a partial video on this one here. And it's going to be the same situation where I've got all sorts of words and stuff cut out. But I know that this one is actually probably pretty close to being put together as well. So I think I will work on this one next. So it's going to be a matter of me sitting down with all the words that I've got here, and whoa, that's bent, and just kind of getting that figured out. And then I'll finish these up and we'll see what is next on things. I know that I am ready to start gluing things down in this journal, and I might work on that a little bit. I've got a few pages in this journal here that are ready to go that I need to put down as well. So I've got lots going on, lots to share. So I hope that you enjoyed this. I don't know where the page is at. Excuse me. I've been here alone and I'm not used to talking right now, so my voice keeps on cutting in and out. I'm not sure where it went. Oh, there we go. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for being here and watching this page of needing to take 11 months to be completed. So take care, everyone. If you have any questions, please be sure to let me know down in the comments. I'm really trying really hard to stay on top of that and to get back with you all, because I do appreciate it when you do ask me questions, when you interact with me, let me know how you're doing, how you're feeling, what you're up to, things like that. I do love hearing from you, and take care. I hope you're all doing well, and I will be back again here in a little bit. I love you so much. Thank you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.